welcome to the Hideaway for this upper body stretch. So we are going to focus on the upper body. After a lovely gym session, you might like to stretch out a little bit. So we'll start by coming down just to hands and knees. And we just want to arrive on the mat. So what I'm going to do is bring my big toes together, knees wide. We're going to push back into the hips, arms stretched out into child's pose, and bring the forehead to the mat. We'll just take a few deep breaths. Okay, so just coming back up to a more of a hands and knees position. So this time we're going to keep the hips high over the knees. We're going to stretch the arms out and we're going to push down towards the floor. So we're trying not to push our hips too far back. Try and keep the hips high. Push down with your chest, bringing the forehead towards the floor. You might like to look up a little bit. So we should be feeling this all along this section of our lats. And if you need to, you can come out and go back in. It's quite a strong stretch after an upper body gym session. And if you want to, you can bring your forehead to the mat. Just really push down into those armpits. Feeling it all down the lats. And then we're going to slowly push back up. So walk the hands back. So this time we're going to come into a child's pose, arms forward. And then we're going to bring the arms over towards the right. And just stack the hands and we're pushing down towards the floor. So you should be feeling this again all along this area. And just breathe into it. And slowly walk the hands across to the other side. Again, stacking the hands. So I'm really reaching out and then we're going to push the armpit down towards the floor. Feeling that stretch along the side body. It's a really good release. And then coming back to hands and knees. Well done. Quite a strong stretch, that one. So just trying to have a nice tabletop position with a flat spine. We're going to roll through some cat and cow stretches. So we're going to start by dropping the belly button towards the floor, lifting the eye gaze, opening up through the collarbone and widening at the tailbone. And that is your cow stretch. And then we're moving into cat. So we're going to tuck through the tailbone, bringing the chin slowly to the chest, and arching the spine into cat. And we'll breathe in as we lower the belly. And breathe out as we lift. Breathe in. And out. Well done, and just come back to a neutral spine, so allow that spine to become flat once again. So what we'll do is bring one hand towards the middle, stretch the other arm up, and then we're going to thread it through, trying to bring the shoulder and the ear towards the ground. Now you may need to move that hand that was in the middle. I like to move it towards the side of the mat. And we're just trying to feel that pressure on the upper arm. I can really feel that stretch through my shoulder, so I'll move my other arm out and just help to push into that twist a little. Remember to breathe. It's easy to hold your breath, let's breathe. And then we're going to slowly push back out of it. Back to tabletop. And we'll swap hands. So bring that hand to the middle, reaching up, threading through, ear and shoulder to the floor, and then move your hand across. And as you become comfortable, you might want to reach the arm forward. I can really feel that across my upper thoracic. And then just coming back out of that. So we'll move into a seated position. And just making any adjustments that you need to. So I prefer just to take the pressure off my legs and to actually stack them on my feet at this point. You may prefer to sit with your legs out, or perhaps with your knees touching the floor more. But as I'm not focusing on legs at the moment, I prefer just to sit in a really comfortable position. I prefer just to sit in a really comfortable position. You could even sit on a block if you wanted to. So from here, lengthening through the spine, just let the shoulders drop down. And bringing the hand across to the knee, the other arm behind, and just gently lengthening the spine and looking towards the back of the room if that's comfortable for your neck, or you can bring your neck forward if you need to. And then we'll move right back to centre and we'll come to the other side, hand across and the other one behind, lengthening up through the spine and twisting. And coming back to centre. So finally, we're just going to come into a side stretch. So bringing one hand towards the floor, we're going to reach the other arm up, trying to keep nice and straight as though we're between two panes of glass. Hi Nico. Here we are. Keeping the hips on the floor. You don't want to be lifting that butt cheek. You can bring the elbow down if that's comfortable for you. And we'll slowly come back up and we'll go to the other side. Again, you might find one side is more flexible than the other. That's completely normal. And then coming back up. So this time what we're going to do is come into a tricep stretch. So bringing your arm down behind, so you should be feeling a little stretch here. So you've got this up where your ear is. So you might like to hold it just to get it into position. So just take a breath there to settle in. The other hand down towards the floor, and then we'll reach up and over. So you're thinking about reaching out of the elbow, feeling that side body stretch. And then we'll come back up. I always find that a nice release. And then we'll bring the other arm up, so into that tricep stretch. And think about lifting up and out of the elbow as you come across. Keep that butt cheek on the floor. Nice stretch right from the elbow all the way down to the hip. And then coming back up. Well, hopefully you're feeling much more freer in your upper body, your shoulders, and just feeling ready to move on to do whatever you need to do today. If you would like a meditation, please have a look at my other videos. I've got some lovely short meditations between 1 minute and 10-minute meditations, so please do have a look at those and come back to visit soon. I'll have more videos for you. Thank you.